Think you're a sports fanatic? Welcome to Sports Trivia Tonight. 100 questions, 30 minutes. Round 1. Warm up. 20 easy ones to get you started. Question number 1. How many players on a baseball team on the field at one time? The answer is 9. Fun fact. 9 fielders cover the diamond, 3 outfielders and 6 infielders. Question number 2. How many points is a touchdown worth in American football? The answer is 6. Fun fact. You can add an extra point for a total of 7. Question number 3. In basketball, how many points is a free throw? The answer is 1. Fun fact. Shaq once missed 11 free throws in a single game. Question number 4. What is the maximum score in a single frame of 10-pin bowling? The answer is 30. Fun fact. That requires 12 consecutive strikes. Question number 5. How many holes are in a standard round of golf? The answer is 18. Fun fact. The 18-hole format was standardized at St. Andrews in 1764. Question number 6. What sport is Wimbledon famous for? The answer is tennis. Fun fact. It's the oldest tennis tournament in the world, dating to 1877. Question number 7. How many rings are on the Olympic flag? The answer is 5. Fun fact. Each ring represents one of the 5 inhabited continents. Question number 8. In soccer, how long is a standard match? The answer is 90 minutes. Fun fact, plus stoppage time, which can stretch matches well past that. Question number 9. What sport uses a shuttlecock? The answer is badminton. Fun fact, shuttlecocks can fly over 200 miles per hour off a smash. Question number 10. How many players are on the ice for one ice hockey team during regular play? The answer is 6. Fun fact, 5 skaters plus a goalie. Question number 11. In which sport would you perform a slam dunk? The answer is basketball. Fun fact, Julius Erving popularized the move in the 1970s. Question number 12. What is the lowest possible round in golf for the 18 holes called? The answer is hole-in-one. Fun fact, no, the perfect round is 18 holes in one, never achieved. Question number 13. How many players on a soccer team are on the field? The answer is 11. Fun fact, including the goalkeeper. Question number 14. What is the diamond shape in baseball called? Answer is the infield. Fun fact, it's actually a square rotated 45 degrees. Question number 15. What animal is the New Orleans NFL team named after? The answer is the Saints. Fun fact, Saints aren't animals, but their helmet logo is a fleur-de-lis. Question number 16. How many strikes equal an out in baseball? The answer is 3. Fun fact, and 4 balls make a walk. Question number 17. Which sport features a Stanley Cup? The answer is ice hockey. Fun fact, the Stanley Cup is the oldest trophy in North American pro sports, awarded since 1893. Question number 18. What is the term for getting all 3 strikes in a row in bowling? The answer is a turkey. Fun fact, 6 in a row is called a wild turkey. Question number 19. In tennis, what is a score of 0 called? The answer is love. Fun fact, possibly from the French l'œuf, the egg, shaped like a 0. Question number 20. What sport is played at the Masters? The answer is golf. Fun fact, the Masters has been played at Augusta National every year since 1934. Round 2, NFL and football. Are you ready for some football? Question number 21. Which team has won the most Super Bowls? The answer is the New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers, tied with 6 each. Fun fact, the Patriots got all 6 during Tom Brady's run. Question number 22. How many yards does a team need to advance for a first down? The answer is 10. Fun fact, 4 downs to gain those 10 yards. Question number 23. Who is known as the GOAT of the NFL with 7 Super Bowl rings? The answer is Tom Brady. Fun fact, he won his 7th ring at age 43 with Tampa Bay. Question number 24. What stadium is home to the Dallas Cowboys? The answer is AT&T Stadium. Fun fact, also called Jerry World, with a video board that hangs over the field. Question number 25. How long is an NFL field, including the end zones? The answer is 120 yards. Fun fact, 100 yards of playing field plus 10 yards of end zone on each side. Question number 26. What position does Patrick Mahomes play? The answer is quarterback. Fun fact, he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Question number 27. What city are the Packers from? The answer is Green Bay, Wisconsin. Fun fact, the Packers are the only community-owned team in the NFL. Question number 28. How many points is a field goal worth? Answer is 3. Fun fact, made by kicking the ball through the uprights. Question number 29. Which NFL team plays at Lambeau Field? The answer is the Green Bay Packers. Fun fact, Lambeau Field is the oldest continuously occupied NFL stadium, opened in 1957. Question number 30. What does NFL stand for? The answer is National Football League. Fun fact, founded in 1920 as the American Professional Football Association. Question number 31. How many teams are currently in the NFL? The answer is 32. Fun fact, 16 in each conference. Question number 32. Who holds the NFL record for most career passing touchdowns? The answer is Tom Brady. Fun fact, he retired with over 600 career touchdown passes. Question number 33. What is the prize trophy for winning the Super Bowl called? The answer is the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Fun fact, named after the legendary Packers coach. Question number 34. Which team won Super Bowl 57 in February 2023? The answer is the Kansas City Chiefs. Fun fact, they beat the Philadelphia Eagles 38-35. Question number 35. Who is the legendary Chicago Bears running back known as Sweetness? The answer is Walter Payton. Fun fact, he rushed for over 16,000 career yards. Question number 36. What is the most common NFL kickoff time on Sundays? The answer is 1 p.m. Eastern. Fun fact, 2 of the 3 Sunday windows start at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Question number 37. Which NFL team's mascot is a horse named Joe Bronco? The answer is the Denver Broncos. Fun fact, their helmet horse has been the iconic logo since 1997. Question number 38. Who is the head coach of the New England Patriots for the Dynasty era? The answer is Bill Belichick. Fun fact, he won 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots. Question number 39. What does NFC and AFC stand for? The answer is National Football Conference and American Football Conference. Fun fact, the 2 conferences in the NFL since the AFL-NFL merger in 1970. Question number 40. What state are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers based in? The answer is Florida. Fun fact, Tampa Bay is on Florida's Gulf Coast. Round 3. NBA and basketball. Slam dunks? Question number 41. Who scored 100 points in a single NBA game? The answer is Wilt Chamberlain. Fun fact, he did it for the Philadelphia Warriors in 1962. Question number 42. Which player is nicknamed his airness? The answer is Michael Jordan. Fun fact, won 6 NBA championships, all with the Chicago Bulls. Question number 43. What team has won the most NBA championships? The answer is the Boston Celtics. Fun fact, 18 titles as of the 2023-24 season. Question number 44. How many points is a three-pointer worth? The answer is 3. Fun fact, the three-point line was added in 1979. Question number 45. What is the diameter of an NBA basketball hoop? The answer is 18 inches. Fun fact, the ball is just under 10 inches wide. It fits twice over. Question number 46. Who is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history? The answer is LeBron James. Fun fact, he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in February 2023. Question number 47. What city are the Los Angeles Lakers from? The answer is Los Angeles. Fun fact, the Lakers moved from Minneapolis to LA in 1960. Question number 48. Who is Steph Curry's signature move? The answer is the three-point shot. Fun fact, he has more career threes than any player in NBA history. Question number 49. How tall is an NBA basketball hoop? The answer is 10 feet. Fun fact, James Naismith set this height when he invented the sport in 1891. Question number 50. What does NBA stand for? The answer is National Basketball Association. Fun fact, founded in 1946 as the Basketball Association of America. Question number 51. Who is the only player to win an NBA MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season? The answer is Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan. Both have. Fun fact, Olajuwon did it in 1994. Question number 52. Which team did Kobe Bryant play his entire career for? The answer is the Los Angeles Lakers. Fun fact, 20 seasons, 5 NBA championships. Question number 53. What is the maximum number of personal fouls allowed before fouling out of an NBA game? The answer is 6. Fun fact, FIBA international rules allow only 5. Question number 54. Which NBA team plays at Madison Square Garden? The answer is the New York Knicks. Fun fact, MSG is called the world's most famous arena. Question number 55. Who was the first player to be unanimously named MVP? The The answer is Stephen Curry. Fun fact, he did it in 2016 after the Warriors went 73-9. Question number 56. How long is each quarter in an NBA game? The answer is 12 minutes. Fun fact, 48 minutes total. College plays two 20-minute halves. Question number 57. Who is known as the king in NBA circles? The answer is LeBron James. Fun fact, he chose to nickname himself in high school. Question number 58. Which player is famous for the iconic Air Jordan sneaker brand? The answer is Michael Jordan. Fun fact, Air Jordan launched in 1984 and now makes over $5 billion a year. Question number 59. What is the NBA championship trophy called? The answer is the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Fun fact, renamed in 1984 after the NBA commissioner. Question number 60. Which team did Magic Johnson lead to 5 championships in 1980s? The answer is the Los Angeles Lakers. Fun fact, he won Finals MVP 3 times. Round 4. MLB in baseball. America's pastime. Question number 61. How many innings are in a standard MLB game? The answer is 9. Fun fact, plus extra innings if the score is tied. Question number 62. Who is the all-time MLB home run leader? The answer is Barry Bonds. Fun fact, he hit 762 career home runs. Question number 63. What team has won the most World Series titles? The answer is the New York Yankees. Fun fact, 27 championships. Question number 64. Who broke Major League Baseball's color barrier in 1947? The answer is Jackie Robinson. Fun fact, he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers and won Rookie of the Year. Question number 65. How far is it from home plate to first base? The answer is 90 feet. Fun fact, same distance between all the bases in a square. Question number 66. What is a perfect game in baseball? The answer is when a pitcher retires every batter in order with no runners reaching base. Fun fact, only 24 perfect games have ever been thrown in MLB history. Question number 67. Who was nicknamed the Sultan of SWAT? The answer is Babe Ruth. Fun fact, he hit 714 career home runs and pitched 94 wins. Question number 68. What city is home to the Chicago Cubs Wrigley Field? The answer is Chicago. Fun fact, Wrigley opened in 1914 and still has hand-operated scoreboards. Question number 69. How many bases must a runner touch to score a run? The answer is all four: first, second, third, home. Fun fact: missing any base means the runner is out. Question number 70. What is the typical pitching distance from mound to home plate in MLB? The answer is 60 feet, 6 inches. Fun fact: an oddly specific number resulting from an 1893 rule change. Question number 71. What's the term for hitting a single, double, triple, and home run in one game? The answer is hitting for the cycle. Fun fact: it's happened over 300 times in MLB history. Question number 72. Which team plays at Fenway Park? The answer is the Boston Red Sox. Fun fact: Fenway has the famous Green Monster left field wall. Question number 73. Who was the first MLB pitcher to throw a no-hitter? The answer is George Bradley. Fun fact: he did it in 1876 for the St. Louis Brown Stockings. Question number 74. What does ERA stand for in baseball stats? The answer is earned run average. Fun fact: average earned runs allowed per 9 innings pitched. Question number 75. Who is known as the Yankee Clipper? The answer is Joe DiMaggio. Fun fact: he had a 56-game hitting streak in 1941 that still stands. Question number 76. What is the heaviest position in baseball, typically? The answer is catcher. Fun fact: there were 30 pounds of gear every game. Question number 77. What's a triple crown in baseball? The answer is leading the league in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. Fun fact: only happened 17 times in MLB history. Question number 78. Who is known as the Iron Horse, famous for playing 2,130 consecutive games? The answer is Lou Gehrig. Fun fact: his streak was broken only by ALS, the disease now named after him. Question number 79. What city are the Dodgers from now? The answer is Los Angeles. Fun fact: they moved from Brooklyn in 1958. Question number 80. What's the Japanese baseball star who became a two-way MLB sensation? The answer is Shohei Ohtani. Fun fact: he pitches and hits. First player to do both at MVP level since Babe Ruth. Round 5. Impossible mode. Olympic, world, and Question number 81. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles? The answer is Brazil. Fun fact: 5 total. 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002. Question number 82. How often are the Summer Olympic Games held? The answer is every 4 years. Fun fact, skipped only during World Wars. Question number 83. Who is the most decorated Olympic athlete of all time? The answer is Michael Phelps. Fun fact, 28 Olympic medals, 23 of them gold. Question number 84. In which sport would you perform a triple axel? The answer is figure skating. Fun fact, 3.5 full rotations in the air. Question number 85. Who is the only boxer to defeat Muhammad Ali 3 times? The answer is Joe Frazier. Fun fact, actually Frazier only beat Ali once, in the fight of the century in 1971. Question number 86. What is the Tour de France? The answer is a multi-stage road bicycle race in France. Fun fact, riders cover roughly 2,200 miles over 3 weeks. Question number 87. Who is considered the greatest tennis player of the Open era based on Grand Slam titles? The answer is Novak Djokovic. Fun fact, he has 24 Grand Slam singles titles as of 2024. Question number 88. What sport features a haka, war dance before matches? The answer is rugby, specifically the All Blacks of New Zealand. Fun fact, the haka is a traditional Maori challenge. Question number 89. How many players are on a cricket team on the field? The answer is 11. Fun fact, same as soccer, both came from England. Question number 90. What is the diameter of a regulation golf ball in inches? The answer is 1.68 inches. Fun fact, just over 42 millimeters. Question number 91. Who is the only undefeated heavyweight boxing world champion to retire? The answer is Rocky Marciano. Fun fact, 49 wins, 0 losses, 43 by knockout. Question number 92. What is the world record for the men's 100-meter sprint? The answer is 9.58 seconds by Usain Bolt. Fun fact, set at the 2009 World Championships in Berlin. Question number 93. Which Formula One driver has won the most world championships? The answer is Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton, tied with 7. Fun fact, Hamilton broke Schumacher's record, then tied it back. Question number 94. Where will the 2028 Summer Olympics be held? The answer is Los Angeles. Fun fact, it will be LA's 3rd time hosting the Summer Games. Question number 95. What is a perfect score in gymnastics under the old scoring system? Answer is 10. Fun fact. Nadia Comaneci was the first to score a perfect 10 in 1976. Question number 96. What's the only Grand Slam tennis tournament played on clay? The answer is the French Open. Fun fact, also called Roland Garros. Question number 97. Who broke the 4-minute mile barrier first? The answer is Roger Bannister. Fun fact, he did it in 1954 at Oxford in 3 minutes 59.4 seconds. Question number 98. In what year were women first allowed to compete in the modern Olympics? The answer is 1900. Fun fact, at the Paris Games, they competed in tennis and golf. Question number 99. What sport originated in Scotland and is played with a small ball and clubs? The answer is golf. Fun fact, St. Andrews has been a golf course since around 1552. Question number 100. Which boxer was known as Iron Mike? The answer is Mike Tyson. Fun fact, he became the youngest heavyweight champion at age 20. How many did you get right? Comment your score below and subscribe to Sports Trivia Tonight for more challenges.